Yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you the easiest way to do the Hall of Mirrors. Obviously these things will change when we learn more about the units, but right now this is the easiest way to possibly do it. But I will state out a couple things when we do get into the video. But before we do get into the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and comment down below exactly what you guys want to see. Obviously I'm really looking forward to Anime Vanguard coming out, and I will be streaming every single other day to try and help everybody as much as I can with the Hall of Mirrors, because trust me, you're going to need some help, because when I get into the information about everything you need to know about the Hall of Mirrors and what you should bring to you with your team, you're going to understand it is very, very, very difficult to do by yourself. But like I said, before we do get into it, don't forget to go in the description as well, and also join the Discord server, because you can go in there and when I'm not streaming you can ask people if they want to come do raids, or if they want to do the Hall of Mirrors if you're not able to do it by yourself. And also we sometimes host giveaways, movie nights and everything in there. Just waiting for the server to become a lot more active, and then we'll be doing that a lot more. But let's get straight into this video. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to go over is, before we even enter or even think about entering the Hall of Mirrors, is what units do we need? And you'll probably hear like, oh yeah, that's why I clicked on this video. This is what I need. I need to know what units I should be using. So what we definitely need first is we need a slow unit. So obviously we've got Donut Warrior here, and hopefully, I'm hoping she's in here, because if she is, I can also spin for her. She is not in here, unfortunately. It's very hard for these new secrets to come in. I've been checking every hour. But it looks like we're coming up on the next hour in 4 minutes, so we can check after I've explained all of this. So you need a slow unit. Donut Warrior is obviously one of the best you can get from the previous update, but there is a new mythical that got leaked where it's a unit that gives you money and also gives you slow, and this is super duper important, because you guys are going to see why in a minute. So first you want to bring a slow unit in with you, either Donut Warrior or Donut Master if you evolve him, or bring in the new mythical, because obviously like I said, it gives money and it also slows. What you also want is you want to bring money units, and this is where I say that bringing in the new one that can slow and also give money is a very, very top tier thing to be able to do. She is probably high S tier for this raid, because genuinely it makes it absolutely crazy. So because if you do have that, you can bring in Pink Rockstar, you can bring in the new mythical, and you can also bring in Donut Warrior, meaning you're getting 2 slow units, plus you're getting you're still getting your 2 money units, and then obviously you're getting an additional slow unit. And the way the new unit works is everybody in her radius, every single time she does it, and the amount of people she slows is the amount of money increment she gets. She can only do a maximum of 10 in one thing, so placing her down is going to be very strategical, and I'll try and show you as much as I can. But obviously the Hall of Mirrors, if you guys don't know how it works, it changes with every single time you do it, so I'll try my best to try and tell you the type of tactic I've been using. But also what you need is you need some DPS units, but you don't need any old DPS units. You need DPS units that have a low yen placement value, because as you guys are going to see when we do go into it, the yen you get at the very start is super duper slow. I'm going to make a full video on these guys of the new exclusives, but I'm going to go into it slightly. You guys do want to bring some of these new units with you, because they help give buffs, but you've got to make sure that they are able to do enough damage and able to pull their own weight, because if you bring something in like this that only does 89 damage, it is not going to help you at all. Also, I would highly suggest you trade for Gojo. Gojo is genuinely insane. He's really good for every single mode in the game, and especially this brand new Hall of Mirrors mode. He's genuinely crazy because he can slow. His AoE is absolutely mind-boggling. Like, we're going to go in here and you're going to see what I mean by his range can basically carry a lot of people through it. We were doing it on stream earlier, and me and my friend, we both had the Gojos, and they saved us countless and countless of times. So what I would say is bring, if you don't have a Gojo, obviously, just bring another DPS character that is a somewhat low placement. So I know Muscle Sorcerer, if you get a maxed out Muscle Sorcerer, he's very good. Bear King is absolutely amazing for this. If I was on my main account, I'll be able to show you, but Bear King is only an 850 placement, and when you have him maxed out, he can do insane amounts of damage. So what I would suggest is the S tiers would be the new mythical. I'd say Bear King, I'd say Gojo for a fact, and then if you haven't got them, bring Muscle Sorcerers, bring Carps, even though they've changed the name to Strike Commander, or bring the other good one is the Flame Dragon God. So what I would say is, if you don't have Gojo, is bring the Beast King, bring Muscle Sorcerer, or bring Flame Dragon God. So what I would say your team should be is Donut, Flame Dragon God, then bring the Beast King, then bring the new Mythical, and then also bring your pink Rockstar, and that should be your team. Obviously, like I said, get Gojo if you can, because it is going to be very helpful. Right, I'm currently stuck on hard because we tried it with about 9 people that didn't have the greatest of teams and also didn't all have donuts, and we could not do it. I've tried to do it solo twice, I've done it duo once and was not able to do it at all. You can solo easy, it's a little bit of a you know, a little bit of a struggle, but you can do it. So I'm going to go into easy just because I'm going to try to show you guys the kind of strategy I would go for. Obviously, I have different units to you guys. I was lucky enough to have a Gojo. So basically, what you would do is when you first come in here, you would see a door open there. And what I would suggest is put your sound up. If you put your sound up, you'll be able to see when a new path's opening, because that sound will play every single time. And also, a way you can tell where all the paths are coming is if you go across here and you see how I can't place here, that means a path is actually going to spawn here at some point in the game. And what you would do is you go all around and you'd see another path would spawn here, another path will probably spawn here, and then you can keep going around, a path will spawn here, keep going around here, and also here. And then if we keep going around, you can see where all the paths will spawn. Obviously, it's only going to pick certain ones out of it, but all of them will spawn. So what I would suggest is if you have a low placement character, I would suggest placing him more in the middle than towards the top, because you want your biggest DPS back here with a slow unit. So what I usually do is I wait until I get 1.5k, and then I would place down my Gojo. Or if you're doing this with a lot of other people, you can have some people in the first round focusing on actually killing them, and some people focusing on farms, and then keep switching over. But obviously you're going to have to be able to communicate with them. But the way I do it is I wait for all of these guys to come, I place down my Gojo, because as you can see, the Gojo range is crazy. So if I place Gojo here, if there's any paths here, he can hit. If there's any paths here, he can hit. And when he's got his max AoE, he can hit every single path at once. So with my Gojo, I put one here, I put one the other side over here, and he can reach everything. It is very tight because, like I said, the amount of yen you get is super duper low. So that's why the new Mythical is probably going to be a very, very high S tier for this. Just because if you look how close we're actually getting, and then there you go, we can only just get 1.5k and the guy's already here. So it is very hard. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna need people to do it with, and you're gonna need a decent team. This is more for the end game players out there. This isn't really for the kind of casual players. That's what I mean with this update. It's a bit meh, because I feel like the game is going to start slowly turning into a bit of pay to win, which obviously I'll go more over when I'm talking about the exclusive units. But like I said, I do stream people going through this, and you can only have a maximum of 10 players. And unfortunately, if you guys are wondering how to get the wishes, you have to do the nightmare mode of this, which I'm not going to lie, if the hard is giving people a very hard time, the nightmare is going to be absolutely crazy. And also, the really down fact of, even if you beat the nightmare, you only have a 1% chance of the new star item to be dropped. So it is very, very difficult. But what I would suggest is the team that I said, and I'll say it one more time just in case you guys don't know. I would say Bear King, I would say the new Mythical, I would say use Donut Warrior, I'd say use Pink Princess. Pink Princess, that is not her name, it's because I was looking at Warrior Princess. I would say use Pink Rockstar, and then also use some other like kind of small placement. So I'd say probably Muscle Sorcerer, because he's only at 850 placement. So I'd say your 2 DPS guys would be the Bear King and the Muscle Sorcerer. Then the rest of your team are basically kind of supports, because you would have the Mythical here, you'd have the Pink Rockstar, you would have your Donut here, and then you would have one more space for another DPS unit, or you would use one of these new units, because there is a unit that buffs the range, and you can buy these units for pretty cheap. But like I said, I'll have a video coming out tomorrow, which will be on the Tuesday, of what ones you should actually go for, what you should try and roll on them, etc. And I'll have a full in-depth guide of what you should actually do with those guys. And also, I'm going to try and have a video of me coming out of trying to roll for the new Demon King secret, but I've had absolutely no luck with him actually coming into the banner. So what we're going to do is we are going to end off this video with going back to the main game to see if we can finally get the new secret in the banner, or even one of the new mythicals, because I have not seen any of the new mythicals so far. So we are going to come over here and see if we've got anything new. And we've got the Pink Demon Witch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a couple spins trying to get this, and hopefully we can get her. I'm not actually too sure what the Pink Demon Witch does. I don't know if she's the one that we want, or whether it's another one that we want. But let's do a couple spins just to end off this video, you know. Hopefully we can try and get her. But if not, I'm going to have a video coming out of me spending 250,000. So, oh, there we go. We got a legendary. Not quite the mythical, but, you know, we can keep going. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to time-lapse this if this does take too long, or just cut to me actually getting the mythical. Wow, it looks like we're really going to hit pity here. I have not had the best of luck here. Jesus, how many legendaries does it want to give me? Wow, we are really going to hit pity. I'm really hoping this is even the one I want. They may have changed their name of her, but she does look like the unit I was just talking about, that the new overpowered mythic that is a S tier. So I'm really hoping this is her. Looks like I'm gonna have to try and grind back up to 250k, or just open 200k or whatever for the secret, because this is super unlucky. This is very annoying. This is not good. Oh, we got a shiny legendary though, which is so much more rarer than just a normal mythical. Jesus, game. Finally we got the mythical. At least make it shiny, just to brighten up my mood. It is not shiny, and yes, it is. It is the farm unit. It is the one I was looking for. It is the one we need. So Bloomer, you can get gone, and Pink Demon, you can get on. That rhymed. So let's use some food. I really don't have much because, like I said, this is not my account, but 35 levels is still crazy. What do we need for the demon flower? Because I feel like she definitely needs to get evolved. Am I being blind? Am I being blind? It's not here. Oh, am I being stupid? I'm being stupid, guys. Oh no, it's right there. Oh, how many does she need? Does she only need one? Oh, look at that. Evolved her already. That's crazy. She is a very cool unit, I must say, though. Look at her down there. That's not even the evolved version. I feel scammed. There we go. The evolved version of her. And there we go. I know this has been a kind of like a weird style video. It went from me trying to tell you how to beat the mirror to me now getting one of the best people for the mirror. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's been Says. Ka-chow.